Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name's Abby. If you're new here, I'd just like to let you know that on this channel we accept everyone, regardless of your age, your gender, sexual orientation, or religion. So, if you can't respect your neighbour, bye. Okay then. Today, I'm going to be reading from this book. It's called Pillow Thoughts, and it's by Courtney Pepinall. I got this book from Urban Outfitters yesterday. There was an offer for buy one get one half price, and so I picked up some mindfulness journals, this book, and I got some books for family and friends that I thought they would like. So today I'll be reading you some of this in the hopes that it will make you drift off to sleep, or maybe just help you relax. You are the freckle on my nose, and I am the freckle on my back. We share the same space, but we will never be together. One day you are going to look at someone and say, I survived. There is a great satisfaction in that. Even more if the person staring back comes from your mirror. May your weapon be kindness, your shield compassion. May the flowers grow again to sprout love from all this sadness. I saw an angel once, but she had lost her wings. I saw an angel once. She seemed broken of all things. I saw an angel once, and asked her why she was sad. The angel looked back at me and said, because the world has gone mad. Stars have died and left their light to you. Remember this when you feel weak and worthless and blue. You're beautiful without even trying. But each time I bring you a flower, it ends up dying. And you don't see how I look at you. You just keep crying. And the saddest part is that you're so special, but you think I'm lying. I know you're scared right now. Maybe you miss someone. Maybe your heart hurts a little, or a lot. Or maybe you're not quite sure of who you are or what you want. But that feeling you want back, the one where it doesn't seem like the whole world is against you. It's still here. It never really left. And one day you will realise that the only person who can find it again is you. There are little pieces of happiness, and they are scattered through your day. So take a basket with you as you step outside. Fill it up with all the little pieces and bring it back inside. Take a moment just by yourself. Take all the pieces and place them on your shelf. That one was beautiful. I like that one. In the moments you feel alone and every mountain is too great for all the answers left unknown, and convinced it is always too late, there is happiness in this lifetime. One day these troubles will fade. All your strength is in the skyline, no matter how heavy your heart weighs. And some days it seems hope and despair take turns. But despite all our sadness, the sun always returns. I know there isn't a thing I could say to make the thoughts in your head any easier, but I hope you know that above all the things running through your head, sometimes it's about what runs in your heart instead. And if there's anything I know about the things inside your heart, it's that they are beautiful things and strong things, and things that will always be okay. And if the things in your head seem a little messy, and the things in your heart weigh a little too heavy, just know that you'll be all of these things, and I'll always love you, even with all your things. Bus stop. There is a bus stop on the corner, and each morning a gentleman sits. He feeds crumbs to the birds and whistles a song I do not know, and I wonder if anyone leaves roses on his windowsill to remind him that he is not alone. Imagine yourself. Imagine yourself a solar system, and the sun is your core. You are never going to truly lose the sun. But night does happen. So recharge and be ready to rise again in the morning. Breathe in, breathe out slowly, and count to 10. There is no rule book on how to cope when these things end. You may not feel it now, but things will get better, even if life doesn't tell you when. You remind me that my heart is still alive because every time you come home, it beats so hard it brings me back to life. When you take a lover who uncovers all your flaws, listens to every essence of who you are and embraces you rather than judges you, hold on to this love for a lifetime, as you will never find a love quite as pure. And if the moon could talk, I wonder if he would tell the night just how lovely she is, with all those stars shining bright. I had a dream that I was under my skin, lost and wandering around my body. And in my mind there were pictures hanging on the wall, and they were of all the people I had ever loved. But in my heart there was only one picture frame, and it took up nearly every space, a single frame of you. A mulberry tree and a park bench. There is a mulberry tree and a park bench. I sit with a flower in my lap and watch as you pretend not to notice me. Some days you sit next to me on the park bench, and you inch closer and we both blush at the chance of meeting again. But here we are on the park bench with the mulberry tree, all because you did notice me. Often I wonder what it may take for someone's heart to grow cold, and I think perhaps the reason is because their heart was left out in the rain. And so on rainy days I struggle, because I still don't know how to convince you that I will be outside in the storm with an umbrella just big enough to cover your heart. Gorgeous. Your heart is the sun, and its gravity pulls me closer to you each day, but the sun destroys all that it touches, At least this is what they say. We are all born with softness, and it is important to grow into it. Do not let the world turn your heart cold. You will always be a lot of things. Not everyone is going to like you or understand you. And in the time it feels like you are on trial, try to treat others with good intentions, even the ones that don't deserve it. Be you, even when it's hard. Dear life, you are exhausting at times. You throw more tantrums than I have ever known possible. You slow down, you speed up, you take time and give time. Sometimes there is sunshine and other times there are storms. So I try to break it up a little, take risks, love a lot, and find comfort in trying new things. But you are never the same, life. Always changing, always keeping me guessing. So, I will live you, life, to my absolute potential. They don't teach you that some people will turn on you even after you have loved them with all the atoms in your body. They don't teach you that some days you might not believe the sun will rise, but it will. People hurt like you. If you're heartbroken, the girl at the cashier or the boy at the train might be too. You are not alone. Just be kind. Teach yourself. Make a list. Write down the most important things. I will give you the first. You. Trust that your body is a castle, and no matter how many wars are waged, at its front gates, your castle will always remain standing. Be kind to yourself, the way you'd be to someone you loved. Love. Things might not get better tomorrow. You may have many tomorrows and nothing changes. But that is not the point. The point of moving through all these tomorrows is to get to the one tomorrow that finally does get better. You will always be somebody to someone else. You will always need other people and coffee. You will always need good coffee too. Of course, there will be moments when you feel as though you are completely out of options. But there will be one option to always start with. Forgive yourself. There were many occasions when placing an out-of-order sign across your heart seemed like the wisest decision to make. Only you didn't. Instead, you kept your heart open, inviting people in, and even when they were reckless, messy and selfish, you chose to remain open. A shift that never ends, a light that always stays on, a beacon in darkest night, a melody that carries on. I am in awe of you, an open prairie among an ever-changing cycle of wind. And I know you're a little insecure, and you think just a little too much, but for all the times you think you're not what someone needs, I'm thinking that you are. You are a collection of miracles, bound together by sunlight, but you are also much more than that. You are a story, a home, a wolf that howls in the night. Your feelings are valid and real. Do not let anyone denounce them just because they do not feel the same way. These feelings do not make you weak or clingy or overly emotional. They make you strong, brave, and beautiful. You are not merely made of stardust. You are the comet streaking through the sky on the way to do good and bright things. You just have to surround yourself with people who have the same heart as you. It's okay to close some doors. Hell, it's even okay to lock them. You can make all the effort in the world, and yet someone will still tell you it's not good enough. But this isn't about them. It's about you. You just need to be enough for you. This sky I look to with birds flying in opposite directions, with a mountain gaze cast downward, with land chopped up in tiny sections. There are too many ways to feel alone and not enough places to fall in love. Don't you understand? I dreamed of love, and it gave me too many sleepless nights. And now sometimes I reach so far into the sky, I wake up and I am not even in my bed. And I promise your heart will go on, as damaged as you think it may seem. I can tell you that you will be okay, the most okay that anyone has seen. By existing, you are planting softness in soil that has turned hard. There is no need to surrender your existence. You are doing just fine by even existing at all. is so much noise, the city never sleeps, and I long for just one day everything is so quiet, you and I could hear the clouds move. Even if your sadness feels quite heavy, the truth is it's just a paperweight. Learn to turn the page. I never expected you to get under my skin, but now your name runs through my veins and I can't help but let every part of you in. I have been a little off balance since the day I met you. This is because I have never known what it is like to be perfectly aligned. Flowers on your doorstep. You deserve flowers on your doorstep and coffee in the morning. You deserve notes left on your dashboard and ice cream sundaes at 3 a.m. You deserve honesty every day and to be kissed every hour. You deserve to be reminded how beautiful you are. And if you let me, I'll show you every day, I promise.